I'll be making albondigas, which are meatballs. The ways to make these are really endless. I have many recipes. This one in particular is going to be albondigas and caldo, which is kind of like a soup. So what I have here is 1 pound of ground beef and 1 pound of ground turkey. I usually use ground pork, but they didn't have any when I went to the store, so I went ahead and got the ground turkey because I always like to have a combination of 2 meats. You could use either or, ground pork or ground turkey. And I have what we'll be using for the meat is 1/2 cup of white rice, 1/3 of white purpose flour, 1 egg, some oregano, salt and pepper. And what I have of vegetables, I have 8 ounces of carrots, 6 celery sticks, and 2 potatoes, yellow potatoes chopped up. And you can add zucchini, you can add bell pepper, whatever you want. And for the broth, I have 1/3 of a cup of cilantro and 1/3 of a cup of parsley, 3 garlics, cloves, and a whole medium white onion and a bay leaf. And I'll be using a can of diced tomatoes, or you can use tomato sauce. This can is 28 ounces. You could use half of this, but I like a lot of tomato on mine, and some comino and salt and pepper. So first thing what we're going to do is put our onion, our bay leaf, and our garlic in a pot of water. So I'll get back to you in a little bit. Forgot to mention that we'll also be using this beef flavor. We'll use 3 tablespoons of this. So I just filled up my pot halfway. Whatever pot you use, fill it up halfway of water, and just add your onion, your bay leaf, and your 3 garlics in there. And we're gonna have this on a medium high. We want it to boil, and go ahead and add that 3 tablespoons of beef flavor. And then we're gonna start on our meatballs. So here we're gonna be seasoning our meat. We're gonna add our rice, 1/2 cup, and the oregano you want to add about 1 tablespoon. Really, like, the quantities are gonna be as much like the way you like it. You gotta play around with it. Add some pepper. And then we're going to add our flour, some salt, about 1 tablespoon, and our egg. And then we're going to mix it all up. We're just going to go ahead and mix this all in there really well. I'll get back to you when this is all done. Yeah. Well, here I'm just going to show you how to make the meatball. So you want to grab about this amount, whole amount. They don't have to be perfect. Just start setting them aside.
Mac?
Jordan, you like albondigas, right?
Yeah.
They're yummy?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
This is my youngest son. His name is Jordan.
Good.
How old are you, Jordan?
1, 4, 5.
You're 5. Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
So that's basically it. And keep in mind while we're doing this, stop. Your water is boiling. I still have my water. It still hasn't boiled yet, and I already finished making all the meatballs. I made 23 of them. And I'm gonna go ahead and add the crushed tomato. In the broth. And I'm gonna go ahead and add our parsley and our cilantro in there as well. And once this starts boiling is when we'll add the meatballs. As our water is boiling, we can go ahead and start adding the albondigas slowly. No, don't touch it. And after you put these meatballs in here, you want you'll know that they're done when the rice is cooked in them, because the rice we added in there was raw. So it'll be about 30 to 40 minutes when they're cooked all the way through. After 30 minutes though, we're gonna go ahead and add the vegetables. And then you'll try it of salt. If it needs more flavor, just add salt. And right now, when I'm done putting these meatballs in here, I'm gonna add some cumin. That's optional.
Mommy. Good, mommy.
And we're gonna pop a lid on here and let them for 30 minutes and then put the vegetables in. It's been like 30 minutes and you can tell that they're almost done when they start floating up. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the vegetables. Added the vegetables and I'm gonna go ahead and put the lid back on, and we're gonna let it cook for another 15 to 20 minutes until the vegetables are soft, and then it's done. Well, my albondigas are done, and they were cooking for another 25 minutes until the vegetables got soft. And these albondigas are super tender. Look how they just rip apart, and the rice is cooked through. It smells really good. When you're serving these, you want to be careful not to break them, because they can come apart really easily. So I hope you give this recipe a try, and see you next time. Bye.